June 16th, 1815, at Ligny. Turn 1, late morning. 1st and 2nd Cavalry Corps are going to come in right here. Because they're coming out of column and crossing a river, they won't be able to make contact this first turn with the Prussian troops. Van Damme's 3rd Corps enters right here and will approach the Prussian right. Turn 1, the Prussians don't move. There they are. Now on turn 2, Guard's 4th Corps will come on, as well as Perch and Blucher with the Prussian 2nd Corps. Mid-morning combat, starting on the French right. Payol's Lancers drive off the Prussian cav. The Prussians, not wishing to push the issue, fall back. Now right, as we begin turn 3, you'll note that the Prussians wanted to mess up the French and they thought they'd come out with a few light attacks first thing. And it was not without effect, although it was not as effective as they had hoped. I just thought it'd be interesting to try something a little more aggressive with the Prussians, rather than just waiting. Now we begin turn 3, which is well into the afternoon because this scenario starts in the very late morning. This turn, Napoleon and his guard arrive, as does Thielmann's 3rd Corps. Now this turn, there's going to be a lot of confusion with the chit draw, as far as getting everyone moving at the right time and stuff. We'll see if we can pull this off. The guard is drawn first, and they don't want to come on yet. Gerard's 4th Corps has successfully jumped ahead to go first. Now Prussian 3rd Corps has been drawn. 2nd Corps hasn't moved yet, so they want to delay till after 2nd Corps has moved. First, 2nd Corps will try to jump ahead. That failed, but Blucher's with 2nd Corps. He can have Perch try again. Success. Perch moves. Now 3rd Corps moves. Third turn combat. On the Prussian left, we start with Excelmann's cavalry charge. All that's there is a couple of Prussian detachments. We sing sayonara to the first block, the Prussian detachments that were lost in Excelmann's charge. Next we have Payol's cavalry attacking Zieten's cavalry. Surprisingly intense and bloody combat. Zieten's cavalry is destroyed, but Payol's cavalry has taken heavy losses. The French Lancers won't be seen again today. Van Damme's 3rd Corps, rather than rushing in, has set up their artillery for bombardment before they attack this turn. Now we flip all the HQs back over. They were trying to alter turn order this time, and we're ready to go again. First up is 1st Corps. Zieten's artillery fires into the flanks of the advancing French infantry, driving them back. Payol presses forward. Now the guard is drawn, but Excelmann wants to go first, so he's going to roll to try and jump ahead. He fails, but Napoleon is within command range and allows him to try again. This time he succeeds. The guard artillery fires on the Prussians across the bridge. The Prussians fall back. Van Damme's artillery opens up. It's turn 5 and the French have opened up their attacks all along the line. Again, we'll start on the Prussian left. The Prussians are swept away. The Prussian line is under serious strain from the cavalry charges. Land wear in squares is not quite as devastating. And in Saint-Anand, Zieten's troops are driven back across the bridge. And in Saint-Anand-la-Haye, in the chateau, the artillery in the chateau is pulled to safety. And west of them, with heavy casualties, Zieten's troops are thrown back. And now it's turn 6. There's 2 turns left in the day. At this point, it looks like the Prussians will need to begin their retreat. Their troops are really broken up, and now their French assault is really hitting hard. They could cause some French losses, but an even greater cost to them. Their entire line is heavily damaged. While on the French side, They have lots of fresh troops yet to be committed. The trick will be pulling out a retreat in front of a fresh and attacking foe. No easy task. Let's see how it goes. Now again, the attempted extraction of the Prussian army. The order of the chit is going to become critical. Everyone wants to move last. If the French move first, then later on when the Prussians move, they can just disengage. If the Prussians move first, then the French can run them down. Now by scenario rules, Napoleon was not at his best by any means, and the French need to roll 2 or less to alter turn order. The Prussians need a 3 or less. First drawn is Third Corps. They don't want to go first, but they have no choice. Next drawn is Prussian Third Corps. Thielmann's Third Corps has just come on. They're fresh, they're going to form up the rear guard, so they will go. French Fourth Corps would like to wait. And they do. Next is Ziethen's First Corps. They would definitely like to wait. Well, wait. Yes, they would like to wait. No. They must move now. I've decided since I'm announcing each chit as it's drawn, I'll save myself some time and just move the command drawn without the stop action motion. This time I've drawn Fourth Corps again. Girard can't roll again. He'll have to move. But now, the only one he was really worried about was First Corps, and they have moved. So Girard moves. Boom, Girard has advanced forward. Payol's First Corps, cavalry. He tries to delay. Nope. They charge in. Perch's Second Corps with Blucher. Perch attempts to delay. No. Blucher lets him reroll. No. Alright, they're getting their bags off. They're hoping to get their artillery off. And for sure one block. We'll see how the rest hold up. Next is 2nd Cavalry under Exelman here. And they'll charge ahead. Next is Milo's 4th Cavalry Corps. Yes, they'll charge. And the Guard. They move up. Now, the 3rd unit can't actually help in the attack. But they're not worried about getting pushed back. And they're just trying to get as far forward as possible to continue the pursuit. These are both Guard cavalry units. They're going to charge the line. And the French say, this should be cake. And it is. Last command is Lobau's 6th Corps. With the Prussians running pell-mell, they merely march on in order. Alright, we move on to the last turn of the day. And the first thing we do is turn all the HQs back up to their fresh status so they can begin rolling wildly again on the last turn. Alright, last turn of the day. The Prussians have lost 4 blocks and a detachment. The French have lost 3 blocks. So at this point the losses are fairly similar. Wait, before we go further, maybe we should do combat. Did all the guards charging, but there's other stuff to watch for. Again, starting on the Prussian left. The Prussians have left a detachment to guard the artillery as it marches away. And they were sacrificed doing their duty. This is a full-strength Prussian force facing cavalry and the Guard. Well, it looks like the Prussians figured out how to form a square. The French cavalry is lost, but now the Guards engage them. Not surprisingly, that did not end well for the Prussians. French 4th Corps charging into the Prussians. More Prussian casualties. Now this is a mistake. Zieten has left infantry troops holding the far right of the line. They shouldn't be there. And guess what? They're not. A cavalry battle on the extreme Prussian right. While the cavalry engagement is inconclusive, the presence of Prussian infantry holds the ground. Now turn 7. Movement. First drawn is the Prussian 3rd Corps. Zieten's bags are still here. Prussian 3rd Corps has a block here. They'd like to get out of here, but they need to protect Zieten's bags, because if Zieten's bags are captured, Zieten's whole corps is out of the game. Now 4th Corps would like to open with a flank attack here, but it's actually on the wrong side of an impassable stream, so they can't actually flank attack. Well, they can flank attack the block behind, and that's what they'll do. Last turn as night is falling, Prussian 4th Corps fully occupies Saint-Anand-la-Haye. Now 1st Corps gets to move, and Vendôme's Corps moves, and the French Guard, and they use the charge rule. Let's see what kind of damage they can do. The Grenadiers attack the artillery in column. The artillery races off in disorder, and the French troops in line are unable to keep up with the Prussian troops in column. Now the French heavy cav, Chasseurs Cheval, guard unit charges, and with no surprise, the Prussians are lost. Now let's repeat that action again. Same results. And Payel's cavalry charges Perche's cavalry. But Perche had left a few of his cavalry just to hold up the French cav, while the rest of his cavalry attacked the guard in the flank. Well, they tried, but the guard is not an easy target. They simply fall back and form up. Ultimately, Perche is able to save his bags, his artillery, and about 5,000 infantry. And the 4th Cavalry Corps chases off after Perche's cav, but they're just out of range. I've drawn Excelman's 2nd Cavalry Corps, but all of their blocks have been eliminated. And here we have 6th Corps. The Prussians are well out of their reach before dark. They say, hey, this is pub battles. Let's stop in Saint-Anand at a pub and celebrate our victory. And that ends turn 7. Oh wait, there's one final battle. Some outflanked Prussian cavalry. The Prussian cavalry had stayed and reformed. Went from spent to fresh. That means the 2 hits they suffered, they flip, they retreat, they'll make it off the board. Well, I've just taken a moment to count up casualties. The Prussians have lost 9 blocks. Their total was 18. So whenever they lost that 9th block, which would have been in the last turn with Guards cavalry charges here, same results. That did it. The Prussian army is destroyed. Napoleon succeeded in doing what he wanted to do, which was knock out the Prussians. If you're playing the campaign game, now the British have to face the French on their own. With no help in sight, it's doubtful Wellington can hold. So were we playing the full Waterloo campaign game, after the first action here at Ligny, the forces of the 7th Coalition are in big trouble. It's early December, and I've just ordered the newly available Quatre Bras map. I'm hoping to get it sometime next week, and we'll do an unrolling video of the map, and then we'll play some Quatre Bras. That was a good game.